My friend James Duthie has an ironclad contract. In it, it stipulates that he doesn't have to speak with me on television more than once a year. And that time is happening right now, the Thursday before the Super Bowl. Buddy, I'm so excited to see you, and thank you for dressing up.
I'm sorry, I kind of went with casual Thursdays here. I borrow. This is from the Davis Sanchez collection. I figure if he can pull him off on panels, then I can pull it off on your show, Jay.
You, Andrew Whitworth, Sanchez, you're all pulling off hoodies, and you're looking good doing it, buddy. You have covered so many Super Bowls for this fine network. No Patty Mahomes, no Tom Brady. Is the hype still there for this matchup on Sunday in San Francisco, James Duthie?
I mean, look, in the town it is, because there's still tons of fans here, and we're on Radio Row. It's kind of quiet now because it's obviously late night when you're doing your show. But so there's still buzz, but I don't think there's the hype that you would usually get. And I think whenever you get two Cinderellas, and I know they're not Cinderellas because of the regular season record, but if you go back to what they were before the season and the odds of either team making it to the Super Bowl, I think you can call them Cinderellas. And when that happens, when you get two teams like that there, I think it ends up being just a little less big. You don't have a team necessarily to hate. I guess some people probably still hate the Patriots because they won so much, but this is a completely different Patriots. So, I do think you need, the Brady Belichick thing or the Mahomes thing. As much as I kind of got sick of them, frankly, covering Super Bowls, so it's nice to see a couple of fresh teams. But I do think that ends up taking away. It's really hard to dislike, I think, either one of these teams and either one of these stories. And maybe you need a villain a little bit to make the Super Bowl more interesting.
Well, I couldn't believe, James, you were there in 2002 when Brady won his first Super Bowl. So you basically covered his whole run. And now they're back in, they had a couple of years in the wilderness, basically nothing. And now they're back. Like, how surprised are you to see them back again?
Yeah, it's nuts. That was my very first Super Bowl with Schultze back in the day, the first one after 9/11, which was a crazy Super Bowl and a crazy outcome. And I guess there's parallels in a way. The Rams were much bigger favorites over that Patriots team than the Seahawks are over this Patriots team, but there are some similarities in that this Patriots team is ahead of schedule, which that Patriots team was as well. It's insane, and it must drive almost every other franchise in the NFL absolutely crazy that this can happen so quickly. Dennis, who's been our longtime producer here, and he was as sick as Patriots Super Bowls as I was. Although, let's say that the Patriots played a lot of fantastic Super Bowls, so they gave us incredible drama and incredible entertainment, but those Belichick news conferences got a little old after a while, and we thought when Brady was gone and Belichick was gone, that was it for a decade probably, right? Even the pure math says they're not going to be back for 8 years or 10 years, and so this is stupefying, an incredible tribute to Mike Vrabel and his team.
And then, you mentioned Tom Brady. Like, what's your take on Brady saying he doesn't have a dog in this fight? Because his former teammate is really taking it to heart, James Duthie.
Yeah, for me, Jay, it's one of those Super Bowl stories where it's a long week and they desperately need to. I mean, they're so bored that Adam Schefter's breaking hockey trades. So I think any little comment this week is. I suppose if I was to one of Tom Brady's teammates, the fact that there's a statue of him, I would want him to say he supports the Patriots. But I think he's probably trying to be Joe neutral commentator now, and the fact that he owns a piece of the Raiders and everything like that. So I kind of shrug my shoulders at it, but I really think, to your initial question about the hype, that there's not a lot going on this week. I mean, the Sam Darnold story is neat. The Drake May story is neat, but there's not a lot going on, and so a comment like that people can live off of for 3 or 4 days.
That's well said, James Duthie. Now, after the Super Bowl's over, you and probably Prime Minister Carney and Mr. Dress Up and the cast of Danger Bay, you'll all jump on the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation private jet and fly to Milan.
Yeah.
And you will be hosting men's Olympic hockey broadcasts. We can't wait to see you doing that. Seth Jarvis joining the team on Thursday in place of Braden Point. How you feeling about Team Canada going into these games?
Well, first of all, I'm super excited to do it. It's been a long time since 2010. I didn't go to the 2014 one. I know you were there at that gold medal game in 2010, which when people ask me about career highlights, that's always at the top of the list. Those entire couple of weeks were nuts. I think I remember it was about 9 days in that I found out you were in the hotel room next to me. We didn't even know because we were on such opposite shifts. You were coming out one night, I was coming in. I'm like, Jay? I'm like, you're in the hotel room next to me? But so I'm just super pumped to watch the hockey. Look, I think Canada is the favorite, should be the favorite. It's probably a one-game crapshoot. Stuff happens. We remember 2010, and they didn't look very good early. They needed a ridiculous Luongo save, I think, on Pavel Demitra to win in the semis, and that gold medal game could have gone either way. So I'm just so pumped that they're finally back here. I'm also like sad for guys who missed out. I keep thinking about Steven Stamkos, Jay, who Steven Stamkos was Connor Bedard in 2010. He was having a great first full rookie season, and a lot of people, we were talking about him. Is Stamkos going to be on the team? In the end, he just misses getting on the team, so he doesn't get there in 2010. In 2014, when he's a superstar in the league, he breaks his leg and doesn't get to go. And they don't go then the next couple of Olympics, and now he's kind of at the tail end of his career and he'll never get to play in one. So I think the McDavids and the McKinnons and all those guys, they know that you're lucky. You never know when you're going to get hurt or whatever, and this might be your only opportunity. So I can't wait to see them all.
Can't wait to watch you hosting it, buddy. And I did want to mention one thing before we let you go. You have written yet another best-selling book. Here it is, Certified Beauties. Oh, I'm holding it to the wrong camera. Here it is, wow. Certified Beauties. James Duthie. This is a national bestseller. This is my personal copy that you gave me. Now, this is the only issue, James. I haven't had a chance to read it yet because I have a bunch of other books here that I brought from my nightstand that I have to get to first. Like this one by David Spade. It's called Almost Interesting. I'm sure it is a great book, and I've got to get to that next. And then I've got these two books by some other broadcaster who's, I'm told they're terrific as well, bestsellers. And then Steve Dryden, our managing editor of hockey, gifted me this Total Hockey 2001 edition encyclopedia. I've got to get through this. I know it seems outdated, but I got to get to that one,
That's
James,
fair.
before I get to your book. And then my mother-in-law finally gifted me this one recently. It's the Handbook of Chinese Horoscopes. So once I get through all of these books, James, I promise I will get to Certified Beauties because I hear it is a terrific read.
That's fair. You should get to all those Rachel Reed hockey, lusty romance books, too. There's about 10 of those. But I will tell you, Jay, and this is an ode to you, the last chapter of Certified Beauties involves a poop story, and I know that was basically the framework of both of your first two books, which were incredibly entertaining. So as an ode to you, my final chapter in that book is about Ray Whitney having some issues on the ice in a certain game, and that was my personal tribute to you. So if you ever do get to it, just read the last chapter. That's all you'll care about.
That sounds incredible. I can't wait to read that. I can't wait to watch it at the Olympics. Can't wait to watch your coverage at the Super Bowl this Sunday on TSN, CTV, and Crave. James Duthie, head out on the town and go do something crazy in Haight-Ashbury, okay? Have fun tonight.
Thank you, buddy.